This is a video of the inside of the kiln. And we have that and this on the next shelf up, and that over there on the same shelf, and here. And then the next shelf up, there's this glob here, and the next shelf over there, and back over to here, and then back, which you can't really see, but there's a big glob back in there. And now I'm moving to the other side. And that's a low down shelf. 2 up, we have that. And then on this shelf, which is kind of tight, there's a lot of stuff going on here. The next couple of shelves are clean. And I need to get on the steps. Okay, the other side of the kiln. The other side of the kiln, actually, from where I left off up, looked pretty good. So now we're on the side that's closest to the backyard, and I'm working on the right-hand stack. And all these look pretty good, but here's a great big mess sticking way up, as you can see, on that shelf, and more over there. And I'm gonna get to the top 2 later because I need a step stool. And now back over here, bottom shelf is pretty good. Next shelf up has some globs. This shelf, 3rd one up. 4th shelf over here. 5th shelf, just some minor stuff. 6th shelf, that's pretty good. 7th shelf, there's some stuff in the back. 8 is very minor. 9 is a pretty big disaster, particularly shit like this and that. This is the 10th shelf up. Now we're continuing. This is the 11th shelf up. And it's all pretty good except for that. Now we're on the other side, working from the top down. Big ugly globs. Okay, there's some more stuff there. And down one shelf, really big, ugly. Okay, so that is a review of the inside of the kiln. And the next thing is we're going to look at some of the pots that came out of the kiln. And this is only a few. Okay, now we're looking at pots that came out of the kiln. And quite a few were like this, where the glaze wasn't stirred and the surface is very, very dry. And this is a good example of the foot being way too far in and the edge of the pot slumping, as you can see over here, and hitting the shelf. Or maybe it didn't even slump, maybe it was just so flat and they just didn't glaze out all the way to here, where they should have like a full inch beyond the foot. And then we have Edith's, and she made a bunch of planches with holes in the bottom, and as you can see, the glaze ran out through all her holes because she used oil spot on the inside, and we have, I don't know, 10 of her things that just ran all over the place. And what do we have here? Okay, this is khaki. Now khaki is not a particularly runny glaze, but if you leave your pot in it for 10 minutes, it will get runny. And we have a few people who decided to see what would happen if they used oil spot all over their pots. This is a Wednesday evening person, and that's the result. And here's another one where the glaze wasn't stirred. It's hard to tell what that even is. That's a Tuesday morning person. There are quite a few Tuesday morning folks that had issues. And this is Unk, and not particularly fluid glaze, but you put way too much on it, it will run. So there we go. Yeah. We're learning the hard way. And it's going to be expensive for me to take the time to break down all the shelves in the kiln, clean them, and put them back up. I suggest you try to control the number of people in the glaze room at any given time so that you can adequately supervise them. Please don't let the discwork pile up so you have a madhouse in the glaze room when everybody's down there at once. And even though people might be independent glazers, they still need to be checked on. And, you know, stirring the glazes and watching how long they hold them in when they're glazing is important. Having returning students glaze during weeks 1 through 5 will help minimize the concentration of the volume of pots that need to be glazed during weeks 6, 7, and 8.